it's been a while since I've done a video. I'm gonna try and keep this kind of short. It's almost time for me to go to bed. Had a lot of stuff going on. That's why I haven't done one in a while. In October, I lost a good friend of mine, Danielle, who is actually the niece of one of my friends that I work with, and her father also happens to work with me. So, you know, I would see my friend kind of falling apart, and then, you know, seeing her dad cry, just in front of everybody was really hard, you know. And I mean, there's so much you want to do, because there's this 21-year-old girl who just got married. She's pregnant, you know, she's got her whole life ahead of her, and boom, just like that, it's gone. She had a tumor on her brainstem, and you know, she didn't make it. She told her parents that she never wanted to live on machines, and that's pretty much what it looked like it was going to be. And they took her off, and see, this is her going through the funeral, the burial, watching my friend deal with it. It's kind of hard because, you know, I was there with my grandpa, and in many ways I never dealt with that, and in many ways I still haven't. So it's kind of where I was at in October. Halloween night I had a breakdown. My grandpa. November, Thanksgiving, nothing really happened. Just kind of preparing for Christmas. Christmas is a huge holiday for my grandparents. It's when the whole family meets up. Since I can remember, we went there on Christmas Eve and always exchanged presents with my grandparents and my aunt and my uncle. We all sat around and ate, hung out on the porch with my grandpa, and he told us about these crazy stories. Like one, he used to say they get corns like on their feet, and the way they treat it was they get a potato sack and put a cow patty in it, tie it around their feet, and they would wear that instead of shoes. I actually believed that for a really long time, and my grandma was telling her that, and she's like, "Who told you that?" And I tell her, and she's all like, "No, listen to him." So, you know, crazy stuff like that. It's going to be really hard, especially because he had his accident 2 or 3 days after Christmas. He didn't die until 1st of February, right around in there. But, I mean, it's still there, you know. So, Christmas is going to be really hard this year. I've also been doing some volunteer work with the Salvation Army. My personal life is kind of confusing, to say the least. I did actually make a video a while ago. It was about how, you know, losing Danielle kind of made me see how precious life is, you know. There's so many things that we take for granted, you know. We dwell on all these little things, like we make them a huge deal, you know, but in the large scheme of things, I mean, it's something that we could probably come over and, I don't know, figure a way around it, you know, give in, compromise, this, that, kind of thing. But I never posted that. I'm not really sure why. I've been working a lot on the site. I've done some updates to it. I've kind of changed the listing around a bit. I've added the endos on there by state, which I still need some more, so if any of you know any feel free to look up on the site and shoot them over to my email there, MySpace, or here, wherever. Also, I've been kind of using YouTube as a way to update about the site. I might mention it here and there, you know, kind of ask for different stuff, but that's not going to be the main focus on this anymore. I kind of want to start doing these for myself, kind of to look back on. I've got back in therapy now, so have therapy tomorrow, another session. One more session after that, and I'll have my letter, and figuring out how to work that out with my mom is going to be hard. My dogs kill each other. A lot of people tell me that I should stick to thinking about myself, you know, not worrying about my mom, be completely selfish in this, because that's how you've got to do it. I'm not selfish. I'm normally the last person I think about with most things. I know that I know that parts of my family aren't going to accept this, and some of my friends won't ever accept it. But it's important to me that my mom stay around, so I'm trying to do this so she understands that I'm not going to be a different person, which is her main issue, is that she thinks I'm going to do this 180 like my brother did when he came out as being gay. It's not who I am. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I'll probably do the next video about that, because it's confusing to me. And also I have therapy tomorrow, so I'm going to kind of talk to her and see what she says about it. We kind of talked about it last week. And she thought my mom was a bigot. I'd rather just say that my mom is very old-fashioned, kind of stuck in her ways. You know, I mean, she's not hateful, or she doesn't want to see anything bad happen to people. She doesn't understand how things are. She's still kind of stuck in the 50s, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that's my brief update. I'll try and do another one tomorrow or the day after. Because, you know, this hormone letter and starting tea and all that is going to be huge, and I guess I'm kind of scared about it all, to be honest. I mean, I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm really scared about everything that's going to take place, because I'm going to have to quit my job, because I can't transition there. So I got to kind of figure out what the hell to do, and with the economy the way it is, and you know, I've got huge responsibilities, so yeah, it's pretty big. But anyway, it's my update. I hope you guys are all doing good. I hope you're preparing for Christmas, got all your shopping and stuff done, which I haven't started, so that's it. So when my dogs start attacking me, it's time for my ass to go to bed. So good night, everybody.